All right, everybody, Bryce Paul here from the Crypto Revolution, Crypto 101 podcast, and Crypt Nation, coming at you with a little market update as we close out a really bloody quarter. I'm not gonna lie. This quarter in crypto, we saw, Bitcoin is down about 10% since the start of the year. Stocks, on the other hand, had their worst first quarter, I should say, ever in history. Since the beginning of the stock market, Q1 2020 was the worst Q1 in stock market history. So if that doesn't tell you the way that things are headed in the traditional financial world, I don't know what to tell you. It's hard to just bounce back immediately from that. I mean, we see 3.5 million people filed for unemployment on Monday. That is like not a small number. That is grossly higher than it has ever been of new unemployment registrants, right? So we have that. We have, again, this chokehold that the coronavirus has on supply chains. You have no restaurant open for business, like literally nationwide, no restaurants. Maybe definitely on the coast. Maybe some places in the middle of the country are open. But I mean, internationally, you have so many restaurants closed, movie theaters, amusement parks, airlines. It's a nightmare, right? So the economy is not just going to bounce back immediately. It's going to take a long time. But what's really exciting is that Bitcoin has remained pretty steady at 6,500. It's the most actively traded price point of the last 3 years. It also has the most volume that has been traded at that level. So it's 6,500 where we're hovering at right today at the quarterly close of quarter one is $6,500. It's a very important price level to hold. You saw we crashed through it on that bloody Thursday a few Thursdays ago, and now we're right back at it, and it's like a magnet. It's like a very strong magnet. It's a point of support, and it's just very important that we hold this level. So I've got my bids placed right around 6,000, 6,100, 6,200, hoping that maybe we get a little fill of our bids down there. But kind of at the end of the day, I've kind of been harping on this a little bit. But, it's a make it or break moment for crypto. This is what it was built for, right? It was built for the hyperinflation of, asset prices due to an ever expanding monetary base. It is created as this, debt-free system. This system that is not built, this financial system that is not built on mortgaging assets and getting leverage up to the frickin' eyebrows. That's not what Bitcoin is about. Bitcoin is about freedom. It's about financial sovereignty. It's about being able to take your money anywhere in the world with you at any point in time. Send it to whoever you want, whenever you want, instantly. It is immune to, your dollar loses 3% a year due to inflation, and you have 0% interest rates on this. It's immune to all that. It's in a world of its own. It's unlike any asset class that the world has ever seen. And now is genuinely the best time to get involved as the markets are stabilizing. 6,500 again, it's a very important price level. And we have our halving coming up. So if you guys haven't heard about the halving, let me kind of just talk briefly about it before I sign off. And again, if you want to know exactly how I'm positioning my portfolio and how we're trading this market, you have to go to crypto101insider.com. crypto101insider.com. You could join Crypt Nation. You could join the Crypto Revolution, and you can see exactly for just spot on exactly how we're playing the markets. I got weekly newsletters. We got courses. We got all sorts of stuff how to get set up with crypto. It's really exciting stuff. But let me just talk a little briefly about the halving and why it's so important. It's basically the magic sauce in crypto. There's a lot of magic sauces. One of the magic sauces, whereby you have the inflation or the issuance of new supply onto the market gets cut in half. And so that just means there's less sell pressure hitting the market. And when that is realized or matched by a stable level of demand, or even a rising level of demand, right? You're going to see prices have astronomical growth. So I'm really excited for that. That's happening on May 11th, 2020. And it's going to have a resounding effect on the crypto markets because it's going to have a huge narrative, a huge tailwind from the media. The economy is going to stabilize as we're pumping $2.5 trillion into the economy. People are getting free money. People are going to be forced to wake up and ask themselves, where the heck is all this money coming from, right? How are we bailing out these companies? How are we bailing out America? And they're going to realize, oh, it's me and you. It's the taxpayers that are footing this freaking bill. And people are going to wake up and they're going to look to how they might opt out of such a system. So I think Bitcoin is going to be like a Hoover vacuum, sucking up all of this distrust in institutions and all this, that how do you say it? Just like that angst and that anger towards institutions doing you wrong for years and years that don't have your best interest at mind. And they just don't have your best interest or my best interest in their mind. And so it's going to be a really interesting time. I think the grounds are very fertile for a massive price increase in Bitcoin here in the near term, and many other cryptos. Actually, we're going to see a lot more significant gains in smaller cryptocurrencies that have smaller market caps, a little bit less liquid, but the technology is just as, if not better, than Bitcoin. And we've got a big cluster of those in our portfolio, and we trade in and out of those. So we'll let you guys know how those do. If you join us, Crypto101insider.com, you will become a part of Crypt Nation for only $1. What do you have to lose, right? Check us out. All right, guys, stay safe out there. And take it easy.